In today's video, I'm going to be telling you how you can become a permanent resident or get your PR here in Canada within 1 year after you gain admission into a school year in Canada. In other words, how you can get your Canadian permanent residence using a 1 year program.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get...
Hi, welcome back. Before we start, I would like you to know the difference between a 1 year program and a 2 years program. A 1 year program is usually a program that is within 8 to 10 months, while a 2 years program is a program that is run between 16 to 20 months. So if you go for a 1 year program here in Canada, at the end of your 1 year program, you are entitled for a 1 year postgraduate work permit. But if you go for a 2 years program, you will be entitled for a 3 years postgraduate work permit. So you see that when you balance it and when you check it, you see that a 2 years program is usually more better than a 1 year program because it gives like 3 years postgraduate work permit. And of course, the 3 years postgraduate work permit will give you time to settle down and pursue your PR without tension, without you being scared that you're going to be on overstay, and you just be relaxed. So because of this 2 years program and because of the fact that it gives 3 years postgraduate work permit, lots of people are discouraged. Lots of people now think that they cannot come to Canada with a 1 year program. They do not have that faith and hope that they will be able to get a PR within 1 year. So I am here with good news. As always looking for ways and ways to ensure that your dreams of coming into Canada will be a reality and that it will come to pass. Okay, so now we'll be talking about how you can use a 1 year program to come into Canada and get your PR. You're not going to be on overstay. You get your postgraduate work permit for 1 year, and within that period, your PR is going to be confirmed, hopefully. So let's get started. The first thing you would want to do to ensure that this process runs smoothly is this. When you are applying for a program here in Canada, that is for this 1 year program, which is what we're talking about, ensure that this program is a DLI. A DLI means a designated learning institution. If you get an admission from a school that is not a DLI, meaning it is not designated, such a school cannot get you a PR. Secondly, after you have confirmed that the school is a DLI, you need to go ahead and confirm that that school will give you a postgraduate work permit. So you need to confirm as well that the school gives two things. It gives a DLI and that it also goes ahead to give postgraduate work permit. Some schools might give postgraduate work permits, but they might not be DLIs. You have to ensure that the school you are choosing for this 1 year program will be able to give you these two things. Another thing I would like to talk about is this. You knowing that you are going for 1 year program, because more often than not, the reason why people go for a 1 year course is like just for two reasons, or basically two reasons. The first reason could be as a result of funds, because they might not be at that moment be able to meet up with a 2 years program school fees, or secondly, because the course that they want to offer has just 1 year program. But whatever the reason will be from these two, ensure that when you get admission, you pay all your school fees at once, because it's just a 1 year program. When you pay all your school fees at once for just that 1 year program, it will help to confirm to the visa officer when you're applying for your visa that this person is really actually going to study here. He or she has even finished paying up her school fees and has applied for the visa. So your visa is definitely going to be approved and granted than if you're going for a 1 year program. You go ahead and pay just half of your fee of your school fees, or you pay 1/3 or 1/4 of your school fees. Your visa is likely to be delayed. Some people's visa might even be denied because the visa officer might tell you that at the point of paying that school fees that the funds will not be available. So ensure you pay up all of your school fees before you make your visa application. That's by the way, we're not talking about that at the moment. Another thing that you can do to make this a success is this. So when you enter and enroll for a program, you get your admission, you get your visa, and you are here in Canada. Towards the end of your program, like once your program is coming to an end, try to enroll for another program that is related or in line with the current program that you are currently offering, either in your school or with another school. Okay, so that at the end of your tenure, you see that you have a 2 years program, and cumulatively, because you did not take the 1 year postgraduate work permit you're supposed to have after the first year and then joining to the second year, you have 3 years postgraduate work permit. That is, if you arrive here and you decide you want to further your education, or you believe that 1 year will be too tight for you to get your PR, then this is an option for you. You can go ahead and enroll for another course that is in line with the current course that you are going for, so that you can get a straight 3 years postgraduate work permit and you can relax to get your PR. Also, it is very pertinent for you to note that whenever you are choosing programs to study, you don't just wake up one morning and decide you want to study accounting, you want to go for Masters of Business Administration, you want to go for Masters of Organizational Behavior, you want to go for Diploma in this. You have to ensure that the courses that you are going for are in demand. You have to make sure that these courses, provinces, are in their need of these courses. If you apply for programs that provinces are in their need, like it's among the occupational demand for that province, you are going to get lucky, because when you apply for PR, they need you. Because that occupation is in demand, it will be very easy for you to get your PR. So ensure that the programs that you are going for, they are in high demand in that province, okay, that you will stay in. Or if you know any other province that that course you're offering has a high demand for, then you should go to that province to apply for your PR. This method now that I want to talk about is a very interesting one, and this particular method is going to be very, very beneficial for couples, that is for people who are married. Okay, so if you come into Canada with a 1 year visa, or if you come into Canada with a 1 year program or a 2 year program, it doesn't matter which of them you come with. Now, your spouse that you came in with, be it the husband or be it the wife, has the opportunity of having a full-time job. Okay, so having a full-time job, there is no restrictions. We all know that most of the programs this year, 2023, majority of us have 40 hours job. While people that came in for this September batch are having only 20 hours job, 20 hours of work, right? So if your spouse comes as a student with your open work permit, you don't have a restriction on the number of hours. If you want to work 60 hours, if you want to work 60 hours per week, it is up to you. If you want to work 100 hours per week, if it is possible, you can do it, then it is up to you as well. But we know it's not possible. You cannot work around the clock. My point is, you can work as much hours as you want. So there are designated companies that your spouse that is on open work permit can work. And now, when your spouse work with these companies, within 1 year of your spouse working with this company, your spouse will be qualified to submit his application for nomination, and then he or she, because I don't know who is applying, can get their PR on behalf of the entire family. Even when you are not done with your schooling for the spouse, it still doesn't matter. Your husband or your wife or that person that is in the open work permit as a spouse visa can now go ahead and sponsor the rest of the family on PR. Another thing is, when you are going for studies and when you're going for programs in schools, try and go to provinces that have high demand job. Okay, try to go to provinces like British Columbia, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, and all these other smaller communities, because they really have lots of programs that are in the occupational need and they are in high demand. Like people who are into agriculture, people who are into tech, soft tech, people who are into truck driving. I have people asking lots of questions about truck driving. Truck drivers are in their need in these provinces that I mentioned. People that are into nursing, people that are into healthcare workers are needed. People who are into midwifery, customer service, people who are into accounting, people who are into accounting tech, people who are into IT, people who are into networking. All of these jobs, they are in high demand and they are in the occupation demand. So they really really want you, you know, to stay in their country. So that's why they will be willing to give you a PR, because they are in their need and there's an occupational vacancy for you to be filled in. So if you know this video is helpful, or you know anyone that this video is going to be helpful to, please kindly share this video with them. Drop all of your questions in the comment section. If you go to the description section, I'll be leaving several links. So through these links, you'll be able to see provinces that have lots of demands for workers. It will help you to know the courses that you need to go for. So try and click on this link, and I'll see you in the next video. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Okay? Bye.
But if I lay down